going on, folks? Just pulling away from the house, so you might hear a little bit of noise or whatever. So, day 2 of the furlough. I was doing it right. Um, no, I ain't selling no. Ain't nobody playing on my bunkie for no likes or no streams. So, however this thing go, it go. But what y'all thinking about that Ray J junk, man? Him and on Casanat page looking crazy with damn black electric tape over his nipples and shit. And I didn't even know about the joint that KB was talking about, getting himself erect and then walking through the damn house with a bunch of dudes naked. Oh hell no! I don't know what the hell is going on nowadays, but this shit is. Oh, don't do it, bro. Don't pull your ass out here and get hit. I don't know what's going on with all these dudes, especially black dudes, out here doing anything for $1, man. It ain't all about doing something strange for some change. Or $1 making you holler. Anyway, not for no dude. Shoot, not for no chicks either. There's better ways to get your money. Just get your hustle up. Get your grind. Get a trade. I believe wholeheartedly what KB was saying. Shit, put trades back in the schools. I don't know about, coding and everything, but I think that's a good venture people need to get into. Just because it's a good skill to have, the way things are moving nowadays with all this AI and other, techie bullshit. It might be a good ass idea. Not sure. But myself, I'm thinking about picking up another trade, or not another trade, a trade. And going into business for myself, man. All this damn free time from this furlough is making me think I get to roll around, enjoy some sun, all my damn time back in the middle of the damn day. Got to work out at my leisure this morning, get that out the way. Done with some slow, steady cardio. I am not an old man, and I ain't no damn spring chicken, so we'll just say well seasoned. Anyway, what is everybody doing on their furlough? Day 2. What's the consensus? Do y'all agree with this government shutdown? What do you guys think about what Trump and them was talking about with the new ways in the military? My dude called the generals fat to their faces. Like, damn. I mean, I used to wonder about that. Like, how are all these generals getting big as hell, looking, 15 months pregnant in their uniforms, but then they out here, kicking folks out for failing PT tests. Never really understood that. And then another thing, how did everybody talking about this whole person concept when you considering promotion, but you take out a whole aspect of the person, which is fitness. Like, what in the hell? Everybody look great on paper, and then when you look at the person, they look like a fucking bag of ass or balled up bubble gum, chewed up and spit out. Like, what in the hell was going on? I'm not sure what was going on in the last administration, but it is what it is, right? Can't say what it is. I think we've been kind of struggling the last couple of administrations for some real hard-nosed leadership. So, not to say that J.D. Vance and Trump are it. However, maybe look to clean up a few things, get things back on track, right? And just see how this thing moves. Especially with all this talk of war going back into Afghanistan. What do y'all think about that? Like, damn. Didn't we get our shit beat, right, on the way out of Afghanistan? Just to go back and looking at it, right? Very strategic move on Trump's part. I'm not privy to those plans. However, when you look on the map and the base that they want to take back, I think it's Bagram. The base that they want to take back is pretty strategic, and on the world stage. It's like an hour away from pretty much everything on flight, and shit faster than that if you're doing fucking supersonic. So only God can tell, right? Like, damn. But not sure how this thing gonna move in the future with Israel and Ukraine acting stupid and people pulling off these asinine moves, sending missiles, patriots to this country, and further pulling us down a rabbit hole, and sucking us into somebody else's conflict. I think as a country we need to focus within and let everybody handle their own bully. Russia's its own, Russia is Europe's bully, not ours. We can't be everybody's bully in the whole damn world, and we ain't everybody's fucking savior. We can't even, get shit situated in our own country. Just homeless and everything else. Living on these streets, sleeping on the sidewalk. It's crazy, man. Just some of the stuff that you see when you just, on your leisure out and about, especially when you ain't got no damn job. On this furlough, you get to see what's really happening, during the afternoon, early morning, late morning. You got the whole day just kind of things. So I'm kind of glad this happened, man. It made me realize what I've been missing. Trying to be in my own man, get my own freedom, getting a hustle. I know, the missus was talking about getting another job, but honestly, I think she like just being off of work, right? Shit, I like my time back. I like being able to come home in the middle of the day and just hang out, talk trash, to her, my kids and my wife, or go out to lunch, spend some time with your significant other, which I think people actually forget about, right? That's why things don't go the way they want. They should go in some marriages. People, forget about the small stuff. But tell me what y'all think about that, man. Leave a comment or two. I know this is a up and coming channel, Miscellaneous Mind of AL. Yep, I am AL, and you may see in my videos like it may seem like I'm hopping around or whatever, but I'm just posting shit that that's amusing to me, that's I'm interested in. Gaming, adventure, learning how to fly, fish, crab, just being outside, trail running. I'm an avid outdoorsman. I haven't just had the time to be out and about like I want, because I've been stuck in somebody's goddamn office for the last 23 years, and now the last 3 years chasing this paper, right? I don't know. What do y'all think? Don't be afraid to leave me some suggestions or whatever on what y'all want to see as far as videos. I'm pretty versatile. I'm not a rambunctious dude. I'm pretty even and killed. So yeah, if you try to troll me, you're not gonna get much of a rise out of me, because one, I don't know you, and I don't give a what you think. So I'll take some suggestions here and there, but that's a grain of salt, right? I'll wipe that shit off the table like any other mess. But yeah, feel free, to hit me up. Leave me a comment. If I post something and you want to remix it, it's probably a remix of somebody else's that I remix. But I'll get around to making some original content that you guys can probably use, or some viewpoints, or some projects that I'm working on. But I see everybody else making money off this thing, or just putting a whole daily journal up, whatever they do. It ain't really even nothing significant, but people be eating that shit up. And the ones that's really big streaming, don't expect me to be hopping in no shower with no other nigga. Don't expect to really see my damn face, because I'm not one to be, putting my face, my significant other face out there like that, or my kids, or anything like that, anything personal, unless you actually know me. You won't really know shit but whatever's on the surface or whatever. So I think that's how it should be kept, though. The internet, a lot of people misconstrue the internet. It ain't real life. This shit is real as fuck. Because what you be seeing is people be talking shit, and that shit bleed over to some real life street beef. People actually be getting hurt. So yeah, I'm not the one. So again, I'm not really gonna give a fuck about what you say or how much shit you talk, right? You talk about my mama, whoever, because I don't really know you. If I do know you, right, and you talking that shit, I'm not really gonna say much to you. You just gonna see me. We ain't gonna be talking shit, going back, forth on the internet, making a mockery. Nah, ain't nothing like that. You're not gonna try to snitch on me and become fucking Ratatouille and El Rato. Nah, I don't think so. So you just gonna get punched in the damn face, and then we gonna go on about our lives. But yeah, man, just on this highway, cruising, doing about 75 in the hot ass Antelope Valley. It's goddamn October, and it's 86 the goddamn degrees. Been out here for about 10 years, so yeah, I'm kind of missing some rain right now. It's blue skies and no rain for about 350 days a year. So great if you're a pilot, but I'm not a big fan of California. Want all this crazy shit. Not very political, so you can miss me with that too. I do keep track of what's going on, but I think I'm straight down the middle, man. I just want somebody to do a good ass job for the people. I think we at least deserve that. Right? Everybody is quote unquote elected. However, I think a lot of people are selected, but don't get me to go down a rabbit hole on that, because we'll be here all damn year. But what y'all think? What y'all got going on, man? Day 2 of the furlough. Congress can't seem to pull their head out of their ass. Republicans is acting stupid. Democrats is acting stupid. The whole damn world is acting stupid. And it just seemed like the regular damn people, and I'm not going to say all of us, because there are some dumbass people out there too, posting their damn erratic fucking videos, just being silly, and losing their damn mind. I'm not sure what that's about, but yeah, you probably need to go get some goddamn help. So I think one of the YouTubers I was listening to said, yeah, we should bring back mental institutions, or at least make it a viable outreach source to where people can get to see, the help that they're looking for, man. It's pretty crazy nowadays. So I can't even call it. I think I'm gonna get off and hit up 10th Street. And go to the one in Palmdale. I wasn't even trying to come this way. I think my bouginess took this way. I don't have really a knack for bullshit. So yeah. So that's all about that. But yeah, good nice sunny day out in California. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? What do y'all think the end game for this furlough should be? Like, how should the government come back into session? Like, what's the fix actions that we need to see that will kind of ease everybody's tensions, right? Because you're never going to be able to appease the whole damn populace at 100%. So the goal is to get the majority, right? Or at least open the damn government back up and then come to the table with all your grievances and bitches and complaints and whatever differences y'all have, y'all can work out, off camera or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think healthcare is a big one. I know that they were talking about that. But one of the stipulations they were talking about healthcare, and I think the Democrats brought it up, right? Is they wanted some God amount of billions of dollars for illegal immigrants. Why? Like, why? And I'm all about, humanity. I, for one, do not want to see all these wars, people dying, kids dying, people starving, men, women, or children. Shit, dogs, cats, or birds either. I don't want to see anybody hurt, but simply, put, that's not reality, right? We all got to be realistic. But healthcare is huge. Other countries, healthcare is free, right? Here in the United States, also known as America, bro, you pay out, you got to give 2 legs and an arm for healthcare, just to get a prescription. And heaven forbid something really wrong is going on, or you have an emergency. Shit, they won't even see you half the damn time. Or you get fucking subsidized care, because they deem you ain't nobody important. How fucked up is that? Right? Because you don't have celebrity status or celebrity money, I think that shouldn't affect the level of hair care a person should be receiving, based off the ethics that healthcare providers have to take along with the oath. I don't think that should be an issue at all. Shit, healthcare should be goddamn free in this country with all the fucking money we got just flowing around. All the tariffs that we brought, that's supposedly be brought in $17 trillion as of now. That's what Trump reported. Yeah, that should go to healthcare and the social security system, for our elderly folks that need our help, right? Because one day we are going to be in those shoes. The only thing that's fucking constant in this world is change and death, right? Guaranteed to die because you're not going to live forever. So y'all just tell me what y'all would think, man. I like to hear other people's viewpoints. If it turns into, a debate, we could do that too. I'm all for that. But just be intelligent about it, right? don't get on here and try to insult me or insult anybody else on the channel because you don't know how to debate or you lack a vocabulary. Like, come on, people. We are all grown. Some of us anyway, right? So just remember that too, man. Debate is good. It sharpens skills. It sharpens the conversation, right? It gets people out of their comfort zone, and some people can't handle it. So just understand that. So if you do find yourself in a debate and you happen to be losing, just shut the fuck up and listen. You might learn a few things or two that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm never against learning, even if it's from somebody that's younger than me. Shit, I don't know everything. Because if I did, I wouldn't be riding my broke ass around on furlough day, you know, thinking about a hustle. I already would have a few hustles. And my ass, well, I ain't gonna say my ass, us as a family would not be in fucking California. Shit, when we finished our tour of duty, that was it. We should have got the fuck out of Dodge. And that should have been, you know, good riddance. But as good parents as we are, you know, we sacrificed a few things for our little ones that turn into young adults, you know, off to college. So kudos to them. They doing big things. And we love to see that. But kids, no matter what age, they still are an expense, right? Like, damn. So, I don't know. Just some thoughts I'm putting out there in the air. You know what I mean? Furlough. Yeah. This is definitely an eye-opening experience to how the government just will shut down, bicker over bullshit, right? Why people, real people like me and you, still have fucking lives to live, bills to pay, and people to feed, right? Right? We just get sent home with no pay. Or if you got paid earlier, you know, in the week, that's it. Make it stretch. That's not even to mention if you got a mortgage, a high-ass rent, or whatever else. They make people want to go knock over folks. You know, go sell a couple things, a couple packs, make some plays. Trying to live, you know, just get some easy money. But I don't recommend that, and I'm not condoning that either. So if you are listening, I didn't tell nobody to go do nothing. So, hey, your own free will. So, yeah. Man, it's a nice ass day today. And I hate that I even had to experience this. And then I had to go back to work. Like, god damn. Shit, I'm going to have to do something to get from being in the goddamn office and make some money, get a hustle, get a good ass hustle. If anybody in real estate and you know, turnkey property management, leave me a message or two, man. I'm kind of curious about how that works. I think I have an idea, right? But how did you go about it? Like, tell me a few things. Tell me what's a good trade to have if you are in that arena, right? If that's your forte, or do you keep a small team around, you know, of tradesmen that can handle all that? I like to hear everybody's input on how they doing. Like, how's that working out for them? I know Bus Life, he said he had Armando and, you know, a team of, you know, Spanish cats or Mexicans or whatever have you. And if that's the way to go, I'm willing to pay too, right? Just got to put in that good expeditious work, not on your own damn time. right? So just let me know how y'all doing that. I'd like to get into something like that, sooner than later, so I can get my own time back, man. Chill out with the wife, manage some properties, make some passive income. Don't own nothing, put everything, somewhere. Show me how to do that too, look. At least let me know how that's going. Good again. I have an idea how that works, but growing up, right, as a young black man, you don't get really any financial education like that, right? You don't have any of that, right? People don't talk to you about finances. People don't talk to you about credit. People don't talk to you on how to, build businesses, or layer yourself in such a way that you don't even have limited liability, or there is no liability because everything is under another name. So tell me how that, somebody school me on how that works. And if you do have LLCs or companies, like how does that work for write-offs or taxes and, taking trips to see this and do that? How do you write that shit off at the end of the year? Like, I'm kind of curious on how all that works. Because me and the wife, we have some good innovation ideas on what we want to do and how we can be of a service to just regular people, right? Not at even like a back-breaking fee, right? Because not everybody can afford that. But again, we would like to learn how to do all that stuff and still make a decent income, right? And show our kids how it's actually done. So you're not begging and scraping by at somebody's office, being under somebody's thumb, right? Because somebody's sitting back in the shadows watching you surf the net on company time, right? Like, I want to know how all that, so my little ones and their little ones and this thing can grow into a family thing eventually. But that's my take on things. It's always crowded in this fucking Palmdale. God damn. Shit. Palmdale was always packed, bro. So, but that's my spiel, man. I'm getting ready to run into Home Depot, get a replacement board for my fence. Yeah, that's how hard the damn wind blows out here. Just splintered my fence, at least one of the 2x4s. So I got to replace that. All the damn places on earth, right? I bought some solar panel or solar lights that come on when it get dark, and it's supposed to recharge when the sun comes up, and the shits don't even fucking work. It's been a couple years. However, last time I checked, satellite was satellite, not satellite, solar panel was solar panel, right? They're supposed to recharge a battery. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. This is just insane. But that's enough for me, man. I'll hit y'all up on another time, tell you how this thing goes, or give y'all a good walkthrough of my little shitty ass backyard. It used to be green, but whiny ass neighbors decided to take the shortcut, doing his yard, and didn't get it professionally graded. So when we got our yard done professionally, the grade was brought up to standard to fit the drainage plan for the entire area. When we cut the sprinklers on, it flooded his yard. So all the damn grass I had transplanted, from the Kentucky Derby, or at least it looked like it to me. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It died. So all the damn plants that were back there are dead. So now I'm just going to redo the whole yard to fit the environment and kind of add some curb appeal back to the house that we're living in, that we bought. Our first house, actually. So stay tuned for that. I should put that on the net, get some ideas, some recommendations. And if you got a green thumb, hit your boy up, man. Let me know how this thing's supposed to work. Like I said, I'm all ears when it comes to that. So I'm down to learn anything. And shit, I'll pass the knowledge if I do get it. So I'm not. Just to show y'all what I'm on. You know what I mean? Nothing but blue skies and traffic out here. Of course, somebody panhandling. But they getting their hustle up, right? Maybe they had the furlough too. And he's like, fuck it. But it's, these furlough flowers. But yeah, you got the mall. Got the mall right there, the strip behind us. I don't personally like it, but you know what I mean? That's just my own personal preference. I'm not a huge fan of California, LA County, Palmdale, none of it. Because, like I said, I'm an East Coast head, Southeast. That's as far as I wanted to come west. It was Alabama. You know what I mean? But professional reasons let us out here, and we here making the best of it. So, all right, man. You get to see where I'm at. You know what I mean? Drop me a couple notes or whatever. And just let me know how everybody doing out there, man. All right. Go ahead, turn this camera off. I'm driving now. So I ain't trying to get pulled over with a damn phone in my hand. LAPD and GTA in my ass. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes is exactly how that game portrays them to be. They'll crowd your ass and stump a mud hole in it. So, shit, I might give me some fucking Chick-fil-A on the way back. We'll see how it goes, though. If I'm successful. Got Lowe's. Oh, this is Lowe's. I can fucking step in Lowe's, too. Fuck it. I can do that. All right, guys. I guess we going to Lowe's first. And then I'll make my way to Home Depot down Lancaster if they don't have what I need. But, all right, man. I'll check everybody later. I'll shoot another video. I'm getting the hang of this YouTube shit. But I'll check everybody later, man. Appreciate it.